Good morning, Tamadogians. Today we're going to explore everything Tamadoge related, looking at some news as well as some price analysis. If you're new, of course, subscribe to this channel. So we can see Tamadoge is down to 0.041 cents. Yes, we have corrected and it's relatively normal. I'm going to show you why it's not a good idea to get worried, and let's have a look at what could happen in the short term as well as the long term for Tamadoge. So in my opinion, Tamadoge is still looking really good as a meme coin. And over the last week, things have been very euphoric, choppy, and we're in that downtrend. We're now in this accumulation range. This is the floor price in my opinion for Tamadoge, and I don't really see there being much more downside potential. And to be honest, it's a really nice and honest comment right here from Ed. We see, I bought pre-sale. Oh, you can't actually see it, I'm in the way. There we go. He said, I bought the pre-sale and lost 9k for being a noob and greedy. I was up to nearly $16,000 and today my balance is $2,700. A very rough lesson to learn. But I'm not sad, I'm just honest. At least I didn't lose all my capital. So that is very true actually. It is good not to get greedy, and I was telling you guys, as soon as you get 10x plus on an investment, you got to start taking profits in what we call tranches, right? So it's always good to have a bit of risk management and not let those emotions take control of you, because there's going to be more opportunities to come, right guys? We've got the IMPT pre-sale. We've got another one coming very soon, which I'll be listing super soon and announcing to you great people. So what else is going on? Let's have a look. Tamadoge, in terms of the volume, we're actually getting loads come through on a multitude of places now. I mean, check this out. We're seeing a lot on Uniswap. 24% of the volume is on Uniswap. We're getting most of it come through OKX still, which is good. Looking at LBank, there's a small portion of trading volume there. BKX, we're not getting too much, as well as Bitmart, but it's good to see that we're still getting a really crazy amount of trade volume. And when you actually contrast it to other meme coins in the market, you can see Tamadoge is still getting a huge $25 million over here in comparison to Baby Doge and Vita Inu that are barely getting even $5 and $2 million each. Shiba Inu is of course the next one to target, getting that volume back above $100 million. But with Shiba Inu and Doge, you're actually trying to compete with the Ethereum whales as well, and many OG investors in the space. So I still think Tamadoge is looking really good despite the sort of upheaval in the markets and the bearish trend that it's now incepted in. I wouldn't get too worried. Beta sale investors are still up in profit, and pre-sale investors should also be up in profit, because the actual average unit cost could be like 2 cents. So what's happening on the Tamadoge Twitter? 77k followers now. They're still very much consistent with the community, right? In terms of the communication, we can see, just scrolling through, you can get the ultra rare NFTs now. They look very cool. Do check out those NFTs. I'll leave a link to Tamadoge down below for you. You can see they're also doing a special giveaway to claim $10 from the $1 million pool right here. So it's another incentive to participate in their kind of socials and things like that. We can see here 10 hours ago, hot topic projects trending across crypto's biggest sites, and sitting right here on CoinGecko, we've got Tamadoge. So it's very good to see that Tamadoge is still trending despite the mayhem that we've seen, despite all the FUD. You got to remember, loads of people have now taken profits. Some people are still holding. I'm holding a small portion, but yes, of course, I also took some profits along the way. I didn't sell everything, but yes, I took some profits. It's the natural thing to do to move into the next pre-sale, and that's how you effectively make your 10 to 100x. They've still got a $3,000 giveaway going on. Try your luck today. It's another Gleam competition. Have a look at that too. I'll leave a link to the Gleam comp down below. But yeah, loads of crazy stuff is going on, and I like that they're really there for the community still. Carl is still talking to everyone, head of growth, on their official YouTube channel at Tamadoge. Another prize pool of 5,000 over here. They just really want to help the community and give back, right? That's what's really amazing about the Tamadoge. It's one of the only meme coins that is actually giving so much back to the community, even during a crypto bear market. So let's have a little look at the price analysis, everybody. I'm a bit bungy, I do apologise. I do have a bit of an illness at the moment. But we move. So the way I see pre-sales is like a fast forward market cycle. It's like you're actually seeing every phase of the market cycle on the market, or the psychology of a market cycle chart, right? And if we were to look at Bitcoin and go to the monthly chart, you see something very similar, of course, over a much longer time frame. So what we're seeing here in 1,400 days with a pre-sale, you're effectively seeing the same thing occur in terms of the psychology, but during less days, because it takes less volume to get the movements right. It takes less volume in terms of trading volume to get the same levels of impulses and corrections. Because in a bull market for Bitcoin, it takes an insanely large amount of investors to create a hype and a rally. It could take millions to create these sort of phases where you're feeling the thrill, the euphoria, the FOMO. But in a pre-sale, it requires less people. You've got less liquidity and less volume required to move the price in the same way. That actually creates the same level of emotions, right? And that's what's really, really crazy. You have to get in and out sometimes with these pre-sales, so you have to protect yourself. So what do I mean by this? Well, we have the craziness. Look at here. Over here in let's say March 2020, where we had COVID-19. Overall, we did a 1,700% increase, right? From the top to bottom. We're looking at Bitcoin right now, and from the bottom to the top, it corrected 73%. Now, when we look at Tamadoge and we kind of look at it in the same way, let's imagine this was the same sort of phase where things are a bit confusing. You have a 929% increase. Actually, it started a bit lower, so there's a 1,071% increase. Then we get the downtrend, the distribution, 82% sell-off. So you guys could be angry at Tamadoge right now, but Bitcoin has effectively done the same thing, just over a larger time frame, and therefore it feels more normalized. But it's the exact same expansion and contraction. You're getting the greed, you're getting the parabolic rally, you're getting the euphoria, the greed, you're getting the thrill, the excitement, the belief, and then you're getting the downtrend, which has got the anxiety, the disbelief, the anger, the frustration, the fear. And you're seeing the same thing here with Tamadoge, but just because it's a low market cap, things happen quicker. So one thing never changes in all markets, guys. It doesn't matter what sector, what niche. The only thing that drives price, and that is on everything. It could be commodities, it could be steel, it could be fish market. It's all fear and greed. It doesn't matter where you are in life. Humans only react to fear and greed, and that's what drives us as people. It's those two emotions. They are really, really responsible for everything, and this is what's happened with Tamadoge now. So let's get rid of Bitcoin, let's look at TAMA, what could happen. I'm waffling on a bit. I said to you guys in the Discord, there's a good chance we're going to get a bounce at 0.036 because it's a key support level. We're looking pretty oversold on that RSI as well. Tamadoge hasn't really gone oversold on the RSI for some time. You can see on the 4 hour we are back down to those 32 levels. On the 2 hour I believe we were oversold. So that's what made me think, okay, we're going to get a bounce here because we're oversold on this 2 hour RSI. And we actually did get that bounce, which is really, really nice to see over here. And from the bottom, we came down to 335. There's a 50% bounce. That's a great time to potentially go long. If anyone did, amazing to you. But we're still putting through effectively a lower high. As you see, we're getting that rejection. This is the other high, and it's still a lower low. So we still got the lower high, we've got the lower low at the same time. We could still come down and retest here. If we were to retest here at the 3.6 and then get a bounce, we could start making our way up to the 5.7 level. That would be really, really nice if we could come up to 0.057 for Tamadoge, because I do think the majority of the correction has now happened, and I'd like to see a bullish reversal play out here for Tamadoge if we can move up to the 0.058 or even the 0.066. Of course, these are all now resistance levels, so we should change them red, but we should not panic. Tamadoge wasn't just designed to be this short-term thing where you get in and get out of. It's still, in my opinion, a good meme coin, a great crypto to be accumulating for the long term if you're willing to hold for the long term until 2024 or 2025. It's not financial advice, of course. Anything can happen. Bitcoin can crash further, meaning Tamadoge would probably come down to like 0.025 or even lower, but it still looks like a very, very healthy dollar cost averaging level. If we use our fib retracement as well, you can see now we are below the 0.786, so you could assume that we are starting to bottom out here. And on the 2 hour RSI, I mean, we're down to this 26. If we look at the daily quickly, you can see no data here at the moment actually, but if we look at the 6 hour, we went from these crazy overbought positions of 93 with bearish divergences all the way down to like 35. So would you rather buy the overbought position or the oversold position? I'm always going to go with the oversold position. In fact, I even have loads of alerts on my trading view to trigger and tell me when particular blue chip cryptos are oversold, because then I know it's a good time to start dollar cost averaging into the cryptos, and there's a good chance that they're going to bounce versus when they are overbought on the relative strength index. So it's a really, really good indicator, guys. The RSI, make sure you add that one to your trading view. Really like it. But yeah, Tamadoge, of course, is correcting. I do think it's possible that we can see a 0.057 or a 0.065 at some point at the end of October. But of course, always stay risk averse and assume that the worst will happen, that we could still see 0.037 again, or even come down to the lower support regions like 0.027. So we just have to wait and see. We just really got to wait and see, guys. Golden fib here, we should be able to see at 0.134. I would be taking a lot of profits there if I did dollar cost average in here. But again, we just have to wait and see. Tamadoge, the roadmap is all long term. You know, it's literally been out for just over 3 weeks, literally. So let's see, guys. It's so young. It's been here for not even 3 weeks. It's been 13 days. But it does feel like forever. You're right. When you stare at something and look at something every day, it feels like a long time. This is 13 days worth of price action. We can still see some crazy stuff happen here for Tamadoge. So just wanted to help alleviate you guys, let you know that this is completely normal for cryptocurrencies to correct 80 to 90%. Don't be scared. You could still take advantage of this dip, dollar cost averaging, to reduce your average entry price. Not financial advice, of course, but it's something you could consider. I know majority of you took profits and are in healthy profits still, so that's fantastic to hear. If you are, I'm very happy for you. But you know, these things just happen. You can't time the top, you can't time the bottom, you never will be able to. It's just something we have to try our best at doing. If things feel too good to be true, euphoric, and that you are like, you know, incredible, you're rich, I'm a genius, that usually means it's time to get out, right? If things now feel absolutely terrifying for Tamadoge, maybe it's time to start buying. You have to sort of go against and do the opposite to what your emotions are telling you. So here's the lovely Tamadoge site. Only 3 days, 4 hours to grab those beautiful looking NFTs, the rare ones, of course. Let's have a look at those NFTs before we do leave. Tokens, you know, we've got loads coming out. We've got the arcade, the Tamaverse. So don't disband the project, guys, because it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger and bigger. More partnerships, more crazy stuff is going to happen. And here are those beautiful NFTs that we were looking at just recently. I want them all. Give me all of them. Look at them. I don't know which one my favorite is actually, but I just think they look so cool. And I like how they're giphy, you know. I like how they're flashing, just slightly walking. What do you think of the NFTs? Let me know down below. Are you going to grab one of the NFTs? It'd be really cool to hear from your thoughts. I do apologize. I've been away over the weekend. I don't really do too much on the weekends, but I will start doing more as we get into the colder months. Hibernation season is underway. And yeah, that's about a wrap. Subscribe to the channel, guys. You lovely people, you. Make sure you comment and like on the video. Get yourself down in the Discord so you can talk about everything Tamadoge related. We've got a little Tamadoge chat just here, so come jump in. We've also got the IMPT pre-sale that's also live, so talk to people about that one too, and just share all your thoughts, insights and analysis on crypto. Let's all grow together, let's learn, let's create a strong community where we can help each other thrive and prosper from the crypto markets. Anyways, that's a wrap from me. I'll be back later with another video. Bye for now.